All right, mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me before we crank things up. Mic check, mic check. Just drop like a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Hopefully it's not too much static or noise. One. All right, you can hear me? Great, great, great. All right, so we're going to get started pretty soon. I'm going to switch over here. Just had to throw the disclaimer up for recording purposes and just to, hopefully this stream doesn't get disabled. So I won't be showing my P&L live until maybe I'll save it till the end. I'm thinking that was part of the reason why it was disabled too, is because I was just streaming with my P&L live the whole entire time. So I will give my entries. Any questions, anything that y'all may have, just go ahead and shoot those in the chat. I'll try my best to answer those and also provide a play-by-play. All right, I'm working on this is like a test laptop right now, so if things are kind of slow, then I'll just switch to a Mac tomorrow. I'll look to get things going on that. But so far everything's been working decently on this laptop. I got a couple of laptops I've been trying to switch out. Any questions that y'all may have, just shoot them in the chat again and I'll try my best to answer them. Let's see. All right, so I got NQ pulled up right now. So if you're new to futures, NQ is pretty much the derivative of QQQ. So I'll mainly be taking trades on NQ, but I'll also give y'all levels on QQQ, SPY, anything that you may want. Just throw them in the chat for me, and I'll try my best to tell you what I'm seeing there as well. Okay. So starting off, let's see what we have here. And also I have my trend tracker thrown up for y'all as well, so that y'all can use that and learn how to use it. You'll see me talking about it quite often. It's how I try to stay on the right side of the market. So currently right now it's telling us that we have persistent upside flow, tech buying. So pretty much we'll be looking to buy the dips, maybe. I like to wait the first, I'd say 30 minutes. Sometimes I will wait the first 15 minutes, but usually I like to wait the first 30 minutes. If it's really just pumping, then I will jump in first 10-15 minutes, but it has to really show me that things are really moving. Really nice setups for me to really jump in there early. All right, so probably won't get started really until about 10 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time. So just keep that in mind. Because this is entertainment purposes, though, I will be trading a lot more aggressively. So, again, don't be following me blindly or anything like that, right? But I will be telling you what I'm getting into just for entertainment purposes. Hey, if it works out, it works out. But I will be trading my strategy. But again, don't just be following me blindly, okay? So again, as of right now, we are bullish. We had a nice gap up this morning, and we'll see how this plays out. I wouldn't be surprised though if we do continue rallying. On the higher time frame, though, bigger time frame, bigger picture, we aren't quite out of the woods yet. All right, so if you're looking to get into some swings, I mean, technically, on a weekly standpoint, this is a really nice place to long. But at the same time, on the daily, we still have some things that we need to work out. So I'm not really quite convinced that, we're out of the woods just yet, right? This could turn into a huge daily bear flag. So keep that into play if you are looking to get into any swings. Right, not to scare you away from them, just kind of one of those things you need to consider as well if you're looking to long this, possibly any leaps into December or even the new year for 2026, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, we'll be looking to get things started shortly, okay? All right, we got about 30 seconds till open. All right, so off the rip, I see that we're retesting the pre-market highs up here. So I'm not really too interested in longs right now. I'm more so going to be interested in seeing if we can have trouble here up here at these levels and then make our way back down, possibly to test those pre-market lows. Not being bearish on the day, just more so looking for us to kind of play those intraday levels, right? So we're already pretty much testing the pre-market highs and Friday's highs. Now we could break and hold above Friday's highs, and if that's the case, then we'll look to reassess from there. But if we begin to struggle at these highs, then I'll be looking to possibly target the pre-market lows. All right, I'll let you know when I'm entering the trades, of course. But that's what I'm looking at right now. Market just opened, so we'll take it slow. And again, I have my P&L hidden just because I believe that's one of the reasons why they were able to flag me. It's because I just had my P&L just sitting up there, and they'll say that it's I'm promoting get rich quick schemes, right? So we don't want that. I'll flash my P&L here and there for y'all just to just to see where I'm at, but won't be having it just sitting there for y'all to be staring at it. All right. All right, big pop here at open. Let's see if we can hold these levels. If we can't hold these levels, then like I said, I'll be looking to possibly target those pre-market lows, but we'll play it patient for now. So I'll be looking to add some music later this week, maybe some classical music, something soothing for y'all, so it's not just dead silence when I mute the mic, looking at the charts, or just when I'm not talking in general. Kind of keep it upbeat. But as of now, I'll just mute the mic when I'm not talking. Try to give y'all some commentary. Try to give y'all some insight on what I'm seeing. As of right now, you can see that we are breaking through this pivot point here, so we can hold above, maybe pull back into that previous resistance level, previous pre-market high level, kind of find some support there. Maybe I'll take a stab at longs, maybe, but I'll let you know. So I'm looking on Qs. That would be 597 area. You're looking at the NQ. That's the 600 level, 24 600 level, that I'll look to possibly go long at somewhere around there. Maybe if we begin to kind of consolidate and then pull back, that would be a first entry. Now, how I like to trade is I'll usually grab a first entry. I won't go heavy. If we pull back a little bit more, then I may look to average in to get a better position. All right, so I never go full size. First round, I always kind of just get maybe a contract, two contracts. We're trading NQ, and then I'll look to size in to 3 to 4. All right, just depending on how the day is going, how the week's been going. If it's been a really choppy week, then of course I'll size down. I'll start with one. But if it's been a real trending week, then I usually start off with like two contracts. All right. All right, we're getting a pullback here, slight pullback. I want some more. It's not enough for me to take a position. I'll be looking to trade about 6 to 8 different accounts on a regular basis. I don't know if I'll be able to trade all 8 accounts, but that's typically how I'll look to trade throughout the day. I'll take a position and take profit or whatever, and then I'll switch to the next account, and then I'll keep doing that until I've rotated out of multiple accounts, right? And what that does is that protects me by spreading out my risk so that I'm not just putting all of this risk on one account, right? I could have a really nice streak on 1 or 2 or 3 accounts, and then I could have a red trade, right? And I would prefer that to be on a different account because maybe I could, possibly bring that account back to life the next day or following trade if I see a nice setup, right? So it's not smart to just trade one account in my experience. You could tilt, you could blow up that one account. So spread out your risks on multiple accounts if you can, right? It costs money to be able to do that. Whether you're trading a live account, a prop account, it takes money to get multiple accounts. So if you're just where you can only afford one account, then I understand. Then in that case, you need to limit your trades to like 1, 2 trades a day, right? And just move on from there and work your way up, scale your way up. And we get a nice pullback. I still want us to pull back a lot more. So no position as of yet. Okay, we're approaching that level, getting closer to that level here. Not quite there, but we are steadily approaching. Got a nice bounce so far, but about a 23-point bounce so far on NQ. It's about $400 a contract. So, I mean, that would have been a nice grab there, but just wanted a little bit more of a pull. So I'm just going to be patient and just wait for me to get the move that I'm looking for. All right. You're going to have to be quick with these scalps. I'm not looking to hold anything for very long. Looking to get in, get out, make my money, and move on to the next account. All right. So scalps only. Take your 10, 15, 20 points if you're trading futures. I wouldn't hold for any 30, 40 point moves unless you're going to raise your stops. All right. Raise your stops and profit. Looking for a flag to kind of form here above this pivot level. Kind of looks like what's happening here. So far, it's looking like a rejection off of that R1, that pivot level so far. So I'm not really interested in taking these longs. Gonna wait for a deeper pull. Could get a nice pop here. I'm gonna try a light position.
Order filled.
Start a position here. All right, nice pop so far, about 13 points here. did take a long. I didn't take profit on it. I was up about 15% on it, or 15 points on it. I was looking for a bigger push, I guess you could say. It was a early position. Look to add one if we do kind of pull back into that range, that pre-market high range.
Order filled.
All right, we're going to take that off. Got a nice push there for about 9-10 points. I'm going to lock that in. We could get more of a push here, but I'm just going to put some numbers up on the board. We could always get a deeper pull. That's kind of what I wanted, was a deeper pull. So I'm just going to lock that in and just see what happens here. Maybe we break higher. If we begin to break these higher highs up here, then I'll just look for a candle close above, a pullback back into this range. I'll grab longs again and look for us to continue to trend higher up into about the 24,800 level on NQ. For QQQ, that would be, we'll look for a break above the 618.20 level, push up, then a pull back into the 600 for a push into the 602 level for QQQs. All right. Now, of course, the 601 would come first. That would be a nice trim, but my overall target would be the 602 for a bigger push up. But again, just being patient. Got a nice win off of that one. First win to start the day. And then we'll just take it from there. All right, it's kind of looking more like a rejection here. I'm just going to be a little bit more patient here, just in case we get a deeper pull. All right. Don't want to rush it. I would love to see us pull into the 550 area, 560 for NQ, even the 500. I mean, if it's going to reject, it could really pull here. Now this was the level of interest, but looking at those candles, it's not really what I wanted to see. It's looking like a rejection off of that resistance level. So I really want to see a pull back above and close above. remember when we first started stream, I said, you know, would be targeting these pre-market highs. We pretty much blew through those highs. So now my next levels of real interest would really be those pre-market lows if we can't hold these highs. If we can't hold these highs, they're likely going to pull this thing back to retest those pre-market lows down there. If you're looking at NQ, that's the 24,400 area, even the 360, 370 area. All right, so we got some ways to go. It's like 300 points away, I know, but things could get ugly really fast. I mean, this one candle was almost a 200 point candle in, what was this, like 5 minutes. So things could get ugly really quick, right? Got a big gap below us. Would not be surprised if we begin to reject and start to gap fill, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for, but I don't want to be over biased. So I'm going to see us climb back and get back above these highs here, really. All right, we're holding these levels nicely back above that resistance level. So we'll see how we close here, see if we can get a push higher and a pull back. Need confirmation that they want to keep going higher. If they don't want to keep going higher, then they're just going to give us, they're going to just play around with it at these levels, and then they'll just rug pull it, right? And we don't want to be in when they do that, because we can see it. They're going to pump it, they'll break that high there, they'll break above that wick, they'll give us another pullback hopefully, and then we'll get in and look to ride that up. Now, if we can hold these levels here, it's a good chance that we can. What I mean by that is if we can hold above 660, It's a good chance that we can push back into the 680s and even target that intraday high there. But until we're able to really show me that they can hold above 660, I'm just gonna chill for right now, right? So in Q, if we can hold above 660s, I'll look to maybe scalp longs. Look for the 680 push, even the 700, 715, 720 intraday high there. Having a hard time to stay above the 660. That's a clear line in the sand there. Clear line in the sand. Clear line, right? Struggling. I really want to see some strength at that 660. If we just keep rejecting it, it's no bueno, no good for me. Gotta hold above.
Order filled.
All right, I'm gonna take a long here above the 660. See if we can get a push into the 680, even 700 area. Quick push, quick scalp. Looks like it's rejecting as of now. Let's see if it can reclaim, get back up in there.
Order filled.
Big push. Took profit on that spike up. That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. All right, so I'm gonna move to another account. Up about 500-600 on one. That one right there. Got a big push here. Not worried about, the noise. Get my piece of the pie and getting out. All right, so it says something about Google. Yes, Google, nice push on Google. I saw the wedge on the daily, the flag formation, kind of, I call it the hot dog pattern on Google. So I was anticipating a move higher, but I was hoping that we could get a pull back into that previous day high around the 303 area and then look to go long. But we pretty much just gapped and go. It's not really my setup, my forte, but yeah, it's definitely a nice play. I would also be watching Netflix to see if Netflix can sustain this level here. If Netflix starts to dump back below, I would say if it starts to get back above 104 and hold below 104, then look out below, especially if it breaks the today's low, right? If it starts to break below today's low, it could get really ugly on Netflix. Possibly might even look for swing puts on Netflix. We have a few gaps below. You can see at around the 100 area on Netflix. All right, so keep that in mind. Put that on your watch list there. Some alerts on Netflix. This could be a huge play. It's been having trouble kind of holding that price action. Apple also has a daily flag on Apple, so we could really see a nice move. I know there's been some bad media on sales and stuff like that, but I mean, investors seem to be buying it up. It has a daily flag above the daily pivot, so we could definitely see a continuation into the R1 on the daily. So about the 280 level, 283 level. So keep eyes on Apple. Nice push on Amazon. Has some. Remember in P2 was talking about swinging Amazon calls. They should be up pretty nice on that. Looks like it's coming into some resistance here. AMD as well. AMD looks like it has some legs. It could keep pushing into the 215 area. So keep eyes on AMD as well. AMD looks like it's breaking out right here out of the flag. So yeah, definitely AMD could be a nice watch here. Made a nice play on AMD. I believe it was Friday. Nice. We had a nice put play. Nvidia is struggling. Thing is kind of Nvidia's lagging right now, so maybe Nvidia can get above the 180, then we could really see a nice rally in the rest of the market, especially tech. All right, so looks like we're breaking out this flag here on NQ, also QQQ. I'm going to be looking to grab some longs on the next pullback. All right, we got a nice close above that high that I was mentioning. I may even start. I think I'm gonna do a starter position. Right,
Order
start
filled.
one. Early attempt. I'm gonna start one. I'm gonna look for a pullback. If we get a pullback, then I'll just average in. All right, risky. All right, nice push here.
Order
I'm gonna
filled.
go ahead and take that off on this push here. Got a nice 15, 17 pointer push. Still going. Okay. Still going. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for another pullback before I jump back into longs. All right. I'm just letting you know. You don't have to follow me. This is entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. I'm just calling out what I'm doing to y'all. Y'all want to listen in, whatever, join, whatever. But definitely don't follow me blindly. Definitely. I would say an even better play would be for us to wait another 15 minutes or another 9 minutes or so to kind of see if we close above the 720-ish area. If we can get a nice close above the 720s in the next like 9 minutes, then I'll look to put some more size on, because that would be a nice confirmation. We have a nice flag on the 15-minute, nice flag on the 5-minute time frame. We're holding up here real nicely, so we can really hold at this level. Then or above this level, then I look for pullbacks, like I said, and then to get long, right? So we need to hold above 720. That's what we're looking for. Nice hold above 720. I'm buying dips. So great question. What's the time frame you look at for quick trades like this? 1 or 2 minutes. So I always look at the bigger time frame. I'll look at the 15-minute. I'll look at the 5-minute. And then I'll look at the 1 minute to get my actual entry, right? So as long as the 15-minute, 5-minute trends are strong, then I'll look at the 1 minute to see what's going on in the 1 minute. You know, the look at the candle formations, right? Make sure that we don't have any major bearish candles on the 1 minute. If we're getting like pin bars, maybe even if we get a pullback, like a pullback into support with a doji, a nice doji. On a 1 minute, I'll look to buy those lows and look to ride that up, you know, especially on flags. So here we had a nice flag on the 5-minute I was talking about, and we had some dojis. We had an inverted pin bar. So I joined on that doji, right? We pulled back, pushed up, and then we pulled back, and then we formed a doji. I joined on that doji, and then we got that nice push higher, an extension higher after that doji, right? So I like to join on dojis on pullbacks. If I'm looking to get long, I like to enter on dojis. If I'm looking to take shorts, if I'm looking to reversals, maybe at key resistance levels, I'll look at that 1 minute and see what kind of candles are forming. But always following the 15-minute / 5-minute trends. I always want to be on the right side of the trend, right? Tech Flow Engine is telling us to be buying dips, tech's buying aggression. So I'm not looking to be shorting anything as of right now, all right? Until that starts to change, until the trend starts to change, all right? So until that happens, I'm following the flow. All right, we're starting to get a pullback here. May look to start along at around the 680s for a quick scalp. 680 / 660. Scalping now. I'm not holding anything for 30, 40, 50 points. As of right now, I'm just getting numbers on the board. Now, once I start getting these accounts up across the board, then I'll look to, hold a little bit longer. This is a nice bounce here. I was talking, I wasn't able to catch it. So again, another 5 minutes or so. I think I'm gonna wait instead of taking a stab at buying the dip. I think I'm just gonna wait to see if we can hold above the 720. If we can get a nice close above 720 in the next 4 to 5 minutes, then I'll look to join long again, or I'll look to really size in and likely buy the dips. But until then, it's looking like a rejection. Of course, we could bounce, right? The tech flow is telling us tech buying pressure is aggressive, but I'm not trying to give back any money right now. So I'm just gonna play it smart. We did pull into that 670 area that I was talking about, that I wanted to initially start to buy dips. Right, not a bad spot. We're bouncing, but big bounce here actually. Whoa, 30-point bounce. Whoa, so that would have been nice. But I got my eyes set on another setup. Right, so that this setup here closing above 720 is a lot more important than me just trying to catch quick scalps all day. I really want to try to size into the next trade, into the next position. So I'm looking for that setup to play out to see if it happens. It could always just be another reversal. Watch gold as well. Gold looks like it's primed for a rip higher here. Nice 1 hour tight squeeze as well. Tesla looks primed for a nice push to the 420s, 425, maybe even the 430s. Apple kind of pulling back there. Apple's more so kind of see how Apple closes out today. If Apple can close above 240, 274 today, then I'd say that it's likely going to gap up or continue higher into the 276. But gold looks great to prime. Tesla looks really good for day trades. Probably buy the dips on Tesla. Looks like we could possibly get a nice flag and a push higher out of this range as well. All right, so we got that close. I'm gonna start a position here
Order filled.
and look to buy. Just gonna be buying dips. Buying them up and buying them up and buying them up. Consolidating here at these highs. This basically looks like we're forming another flag. Struggling to get back above. So if it doesn't want to go higher, then it's likely going to pull down some more. Give me a better buying opportunity.
Order filled.
Having some trouble here. Give us a push. Give us a push. Come on. Come on. Come on. Push for me. Come on. Give it to us. Come on. Struggling. Usually we like to see a bigger, quicker pop than this, especially after closing on these levels. We got a nice pop there. Didn't take profit like maybe I should, but I'm gonna hold. See what happens. Looking for us to kind of take out that previous wick. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Order filled.
Let's go. That's how you do it right there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's what I'm talking about. Nice move. Nice move. Nice move. Let's see where we're at for the day. Okay. About $1,400 for the day so far. Not bad. Not bad at all. 4 for 4. 4 for 4. $1,400. Let's go. All right. So, just being patient right now. I think that we could definitely keep pushing higher, but I would like to see a bigger pull into a bigger pull back. Now we may not get it. We may close up in here, and if we close up in here in this area, then I'll look to scalp again. but I wanted a deeper pullback into the 660s on NQ. And for QQQ, I was looking for the 598 really, 598.50 area for QQQs. So I didn't get it, but we may not get it. So we'll see. VIX is dumping here. Yeah, so we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Kind of just see where we can close above this area here. We are approaching some resistance on the Qs, so it's not really a spot that I want to long. Not a spot I'm looking to long right now until we can really get above this level. We've already been rejecting it a few times, so it wouldn't be smart for us to try to buy the top right here, right? So just wait it out, see what happens. See if we can get a nice pull, push through, and then maybe a pullback, quick pullback, we get in and scalp that to the upside. Yeah, so far 4 for 4 on the day, $1,400 on the day. I would normally call it a day here. Done by 11 is what I like to live by. You know, I trade after that though, but you never want to do too much too early in the week, especially, right? It's Monday, so you always want to let the market play out, see where market direction is going, and then go a little bit heavier later throughout the week, right? So it's Monday. Not trying to do too much today. I think I'm gonna stay on another 30 minutes, wrap things up at around 11. Maybe I'll come back after lunch, 1 o'clock. But again, 4 for 4, $1,400 on the day. So far, 4 for 4, $1,400 on the day. Been hitting everything, calling out everything I've been calling out. Even the trades I haven't taken, I've called out, and they worked out perfectly, right? Even some of the moves I haven't taken that I called out were bigger than the moves that I actually took. So it's been a really nice day. If you've been here with me, hope you made some money. If you're just tuning in, I'll be on for another 30 minutes to see if we can get this next move I'm looking for. I'm looking for us to pull back a little bit more, to get a better bounce at around the 660s on NQ. QQQ, I'm looking for a bounce at about the 598.50. I don't know if we're going to get that. We could just close up in here, and if we do close up here at these highs above 601.25 on QQQ, then I'll look to long as well, right? But I want to see us hold at that level. I don't want to see us to push up, start rejecting, pulling back, and then be getting long, right? I want to see a nice close above the 760 on NQ, and then maybe a pullback into the 725 area. I'll look to get long, but we gotta get this strong close above. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit on my hands and just call it a day. Got any questions? Feel free to drop them in the chat. Hey, if you're with me, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can make sure that you join me every single day when we do this live. All right. So this is what I talked about. We pushed into the 760 area, and now we're pulling back. Looks like we're forming the dojis. Not what I want to see. I want to see strength at this level. I want to see a nice close at or above that 760 level on NQ. If you're looking at Qs, I want to see a nice close above the 601, even the 601 2025 area. Nice close at that level or above that level, and then a nice pullback at around the 600 level for us to get long. All right. So far we're getting it. We still got another 35 seconds left in this candle. All right, so we're getting that push, here. I want to see is a pull back now. I don't want to chase it. I want to see a nice pullback, slight pullback. We could keep going definitely, but don't want to chase it. Don't want to chase it. and maybe we already got the pullback, right? Because I mean, we did get a pullback. We just didn't pull back as much as I wanted. The market's not going to give me what I want every day, right? So, maybe this thing's already gone. Who knows, right? Eventually, though, I think we will get a bigger pull and maybe even go for that gap. Maybe not now, maybe after lunch. So I may come back after lunch, after 1 Eastern, and then get on, but it's not looking like it wants to do what I want right now, so it's too strong. Yeah, so keeps just pushing. Still pushing. I think my flow might actually be in the way of the chart. Let me see, adjust that for you. They just won't. They just won't give us the entry, and that's okay. I mean, we ate good this morning. We ate good earlier, 4 for 4. So, not gonna cry over making money, right? So it is what it is. They just don't want to pull back, huh? So yeah, I mean, buying is strong as of now. So definitely look to buy the dips. Definitely looking to buy the dips. We keep doing it until it doesn't work for us anymore, right? So scalping 10, 15, 20 points, I'm out of there. All right. I'm not looking to hold these for 30, 40, 50 points until, all of my accounts have locked in profit. I think I have like 2 or 3 accounts that I've locked in 500 plus or so. So trying to trade about 6 to 8 accounts. So until that happens, I don't typically like to hold for bigger trades unless I move my stops up. But as of today, I'm just looking to lock in profit since it's Monday and start the week off green. All right, get some good momentum going for the week. that 800 target that I mentioned earlier this morning. 602 target I mentioned for the Qs as well that we're targeting. Man, this could still go higher. It could go much higher, but that was my target that we were looking to get for today. We're looking to buy the dips up until we got to that point, right? So we've gotten to that point. Now I'm not so fascinated on buying these dips anymore. Not to say that they won't work, right? Just that was the target, right? So couldn't get the pullback that I wanted to really size in and get that bigger piece that I wanted. I got a nice chunk though, but we'll see what happens. All right, so look, we got a doji here. Got a doji here at this level. So this is where I want to be careful. I could just flag and keep going higher, of course, but definitely want to be careful here. Pump is crazy. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. No need to try to force any trades. About 10:47 here Eastern time. Market won't give us the move, won't pull back for us again for another entry. I'm just gonna call it a win. 4 for 4 on the day. $1,400. I'll catch you on tomorrow's stream. If you enjoyed this video,